do people tap out? I feel like it's kind of a pride thing. If I was going to do it, I would feel like I want to go full throttle with this just to prove that I can handle it.
Yeah, I mean, there's one of those things we always joke about feeling like you're a hostage on the show. Like you're stuck on the show. Like once you start and the cameras are rolling and it's, hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, bounce some cameras. Like you're stuck. Like you kind of can't like walk off or like give up or like whatever. Plus you have so many cameras in your face and all of that. Like you're just like in survival mode.
Right.
Trying to make it through this whole thing. So yeah, like shockingly, we've done like 200 episodes. I think we probably only had like 10, 12 people tap out over the course of all that. So
wow.
Yeah, it's a very low number, like all things considered. So like we just finished a season today with the Justin Timberlake episode. I don't think we had anyone tap out in that. Like maybe the season before, I think the last person to tap was maybe like Chance the Rapper or something like a while ago. So yeah, it's against all odds, people complete it probably because of that like mental challenge. I got to make this.
Are hot sauce companies just freely sending you their hottest sauce to like see if you can handle it? What's the process like for picking the sauces?
Well, we have this hot sauce sensei, Noah Chamber, who we've worked with for like a million years. He has this store in Williamsburg called Heat Nest.
I know it well.
They do all of our sauces and stuff out of Williamsburg over there on Wythe. But so we work with him to like make sure that we're like curating the hot sauces just right, because we want like last season I think we were like too soft in the front half. Like how do we spice this up a little bit? What's the one that like scratches your throat? What's the one that like burns your tongue? Like what's the one that makes people like kind of feel like they're tripping? Like we want like this like balanced hot sauce symphony. And it's crazy. Like Chris Schoenberger, who created the show, and Noah, they'll get in a room, they'll have like 50 bottles of hot sauce, and like Chris will lose sleep for a week trying to figure out how they're gonna like put the puzzle pieces together, because you're like stuck with that lineup for the season. So he like stresses out so much about it. But then like of course for like years there are boxes that come every day from hot sauce makers, and people are like, you gotta try this, like it'll like yeah, and I always appreciate it. When I was sick, I did get some nice like care packages from some hot sauce makers. Shout out Smokin' Ed, shout out Torchbearer. But yeah, like I have more hot sauce than I could ever work my way through, even if all I did for the rest of my life was eat hot sauce.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I have to ask, Gordon Ramsay sort of hammered you about your wings. Have they gotten better?
Yeah, I mean, the wings are actually, I think that's like a Gordon Ramsay thing, but like early on in the first couple of seasons, like we would just like order carry out from like B-dubs or whatever. So you get these like sort of like crusty, weird bottom of the deep fryer wings and stuff, because like we were always like an interview show. We're like, oh, the wings are like covered in sauce anyway, like who cares? And then there are these like logistical challenges where it's like, all right, like when do you sauce? Like, all right, like they're fixing cameras. Like there's so much that like goes in there. So they just be like sitting out on a table for too long. Like we didn't have all the timing worked out on that stuff. So we would just be serving up like the worst wings, and then they'd be like room temperature cold. But over the years, like I think like season 4, season 5, we're like, all right, this is a thing that we're going to fix. So now we actually have like amazing wings. We've figured out the exact time to sauce them, how to sauce them, how to keep them warm, like when to bring them to the guests. Like we've worked out all the mechanics. It took us way too long to figure it out, but now we do, and the wings are actually like amazing. Like now we get lots of compliments on the wings, whereas before people are like, how are you serving this to like high profile celebrities?